Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Connect to Florida. It is a crazy week we just came off of in Southwest Florida. The real estate week has been insane, so we're going to do a recap of everything that's happened, and then I'm going to tell you in this video why I think that if you are in the market to buy, I've been telling you for quite a while, for months, to sit back and wait. Don't make any decisions yet. Sit back and wait. And I'm going to tell you now, it is probably the time to jump off that fence and go. So we're going to go into details as to why. So if you're new to my channel, I want to introduce myself. My name is Barrett Pastor, and I've been a real estate broker for 26 years. So hopefully I'm coming to you from a place of knowledge and experience, and I can help you navigate the chaos that's going on, especially in Southwest Florida, because we have so many layers of problems. So let's just kind of recap from last week. And if you are new here, I want to let you know that every Sunday I'm going to put out a weekly recap video. We're going to talk about what the market is doing in Southwest Florida and really even coastal Florida, because I do look at the numbers on the other coast as well, because I'm predominantly a coastal agent. So we're going to do that every Sunday just to help you stay on top of things as they progress, because it's an ever-changing, moving body of water right now. So last week, out of the blue, NAR decided to settle with this entire lawsuit that has been going on with price fixing. So when I say they decided to settle, there is an agreement, but it is not ratified. It is not ratified. And listen, I'm going to tell you, I am at fault on this too. All of us kind of pushed the panic button, because as soon as this rolled out and as soon as this was announced, we started getting bombarded from NAR with what the details were in the agreement. Our brokers were telling us what the details are in the agreement. They did that. They put all of that out for us. But here's the thing. The little tiny typing at the bottom said none of this is ratified. So I guess to me, why would you throw all that confusion in there? Because I literally spent 3 hours on a Zoom with the broker owner of our company as he went line by line and explained the entire settlement to us. So we have to make the assumption that that's going to be signed. But here's the thing. As this all started to settle in, most of it, in my opinion, doesn't make any sense. You know, like I said, I've been a real estate broker a really long time, and a lot of what they're going to ask us to do is so misaligned with what we have to do to move forward. It's very confusing. It's not well thought out. And you know, not for nothing, but the veterans, if you ask somebody with a VA loan who's going to use their VA certificate to buy a home, 100% financing, and they are disallowed from putting their own money into the deal, they cannot pay a buyer's agent, but they want buyer's representation. Why would you do that to a vet? Why would you do that? Because if they can't have representation, who's going to take advantage of them? And then you've got FHA buyers maybe that are first-time home buyers, USDA buyers, you know, people that are buying out in the rural areas. Maybe they're credit strong, but cash poor. And you're going to ask them to pay the buyer's agent out of their own pocket? Because right now, I know some of you are thinking, not a big deal, just roll it into the loan. Well, you know what? Right now you can't. You cannot do it. Not allowed. So there's a lot of those kind of things, and I'm not going to get into all that. I do have 2 videos on that, kind of talking through that. But you know, in all honesty, and that's what I am on this channel, I kind of wish I would have said nothing, because some of the stuff, like I said, that's in there is so confusing, and it makes so little sense that I don't know how that could be fully ratified the way that it is. So I almost wish I would have said absolutely nothing, but here we are. So anyway, I will link those videos down below if you want to check them out. But today we're talking about how you as a buyer can take advantage of all of this confusion. And it's significant. So you know, if you watch my channel, I've been telling you for a long time, for months, don't buy. It's not the time. Don't buy. Wait it out. Changes are coming. Things are happening. don't buy. It's not a good time to do it. Well, over the past several months and weeks, between high inflation, high interest rates, political unrest, political events coming up here in the U.S., hurricane season right around the corner, so much. Insurance problems, insurance companies dropping out all over Florida, the state-funded Citizens Insurance having massive problems. There is so much. I have many videos about all of these things, and the reason that I myself, even as a person, I make a living selling real estate, I'm saying to you, as somebody who wants to be treated the way you want to be treated, don't buy right now. Well, guess what? Well, I'm going to say this now. It really might be the time for you to get off the fence and buy. And this is the reason why. With the addition of all this confusion and all of the hyperbole going on in the chatter, going on in the real estate industry, they are passing that along to their buyers and sellers. So you have a buyer's market that is probably significant enough that you can pick and choose what you want. So since all of this hit the media and they started putting their spin on it, right or wrong, usually wrong, it's really just created so much panic in the marketplace. So now we have sellers who already knew that there's 12 houses for sale in their 50 home neighborhood. They already knew that 30 or 40% of the houses in their neighborhood were up for sale. The condo owners already knew that they've dropped the prices of their condo to prices that are very, very low to try to combat with the insurance crisis, the flood insurance crisis, and now they're saying everybody is going on the market. There's so many houses up because we are in the off season in Florida now. Because of all these things going on, sellers are panicking. And it's just a fact of reality in Florida. A lot of the sellers are over 70. It's just one more thing creating a problem for them, and it is not lost on them that we've been hit with some pretty bad hurricanes in this part of Florida, and they don't want to go through another hurricane season. They don't want to go through trying to get all their shutters up and then get the shutters down. And what if they have damage, all the arguments with the insurance company? And then what if the insurance company drops them completely? And what if they had a roof that they haven't replaced yet and their insurance company canceled them? There is so much. You have motivated sellers out there. So the weird thing about this is the media is out there saying to the public, you're going to see the price of homes drop significantly. You're going to be able to afford a house. But you know what's happening? Sellers are really panicking. So let me tell you what's actually going on. The media is saying agents are going to take a huge pay cut. Real estate's going to change as we know it. Home prices are going to come crashing down. Well, let me tell you what's really going on. Sellers are behind the scenes, not only panicking, but incenting agents to bring the buyers because they already can't sell because of all the reasons we just talked about. They're already in panic mode. They've tried dropping the price. They've tried giving bonuses. They've tried everything they can, but more and more and more houses keep coming up on the market because the things they can't control, like the lack of insurance, the flood insurance problems, the new guidelines with insurance, more and more homes coming on the market, political unrest, insurance problems, flood insurance problems and changes. The things they can't control that are keeping the buying public out of the market, interest rates, all of those things that are keeping the buyers out of the market, they can't control that. What can they control? Well, you know what? I'm going to do what nobody else is going to do. And instead of taking the buyer's agent commission away and asking the buyer to put more money out and pay the buyer's agent, I'm going to give myself a little leg up, and I'm not going to pay 3% to the buyer's agent. I'm going to pay 5% to the buyer's agent because there's so many houses on the market for sale and I want mine to sell. Do you see what I mean? Like everything that they're trying to do is running counterproductive to everything else that's going on because no one looked at this globally to say, is this going to hurt or help the already challenged market that we have? So my home buyer friends out there with that type of panic, with all of the things going on, you know, sometimes you don't want to make vegetable soup, but if you throw enough of the ingredients in and you start stirring, all of a sudden you have the vegetable soup that you did not want. And I really think that's what's going on in the market right now. So I would say that if you've been on the fence for a while, and I know that a lot of my buyers have been on the fence for a really long time, now is your time.